Teacher with Calabucas. I want to talk a little bit about trust. In my previous shows, I've talked about how everyone lives in their own reality. And I feel that this is true, is that everyone lives in their own reality. Everyone has their own perception of the world. From the moment that they're born, every possible experience that an individual has is specific to that individual, that they live in their own specific reality. Now, twins or people who lived in the same home, people who lived in the same town, people who lived in the same place and had similar lives may have similar realities, but each and every individual human being on the planet has a completely different reality. They live a completely different life. So if you think about it, the intersectionalists are kind of accurate here, right? They're kind of accurate here because the truth is that we're all living in a different reality. We all have a different vision of the world. We all have completely different experiences. And the way we look also may have nothing to do with that. In fact, people may look exactly the same, but have completely different experiences. That's why diversity has to be more than just skin deep. Diversity has to be completely different realities clashing. So think about it as a Venn diagram, right? So you have reality A and reality B. So here are two different individuals who are living in the world, right? Reality A and reality B, two different individuals. And what they do is they have completely different realities. So when those realities clash, that's when the real innovation comes out. That's when the real creativity comes out, during this clash of realities. So I've already spoken about that. I've already spoken about how everyone has their own reality and innovation occurs in clashes of realities. So now we have to talk a little bit about trust. And I think the reason why we have such a paucity of trust nowadays for other individuals is that we believe in our reality a little too much. We're a little too narrow-minded into our own specific reality. We have trouble opening our minds up to other people's realities. And I think what's happened with the lockdowns and COVID and all that stuff, I think this has exacerbated the problem, is that we all continue to and are able to survive in these independent individual realities that may have no connection with the real world, because there is an ultimate reality, and this ultimate reality is not colored by you or me or our view of the reality. It is truth. It is truth. It is reality that occurs in the natural world. And realities that occur in the natural world absolutely happen. There is no way that you can say that something didn't occur, whether or not we observed it, whether or not my reality clashed with that or not. There are certain things that are constants and they're truths in the world. And the further we get away from truths and go into our bubbles of reality, the less and less we can affect the world, because the world ascribes to reality. And I'm talking about the reality which is truth, not the reality which is our personal views of the truth, right? So the further we get away from the truth, the further we get away from true reality, the more we delude ourselves in our individual realities that we're thinking about a reality that truly exists. But this reality doesn't exist. It only exists in our minds. It exists in the experiences that we've created. The more we can align ourselves with true reality, and I'm not talking about a shared reality that everyone has. I'm talking about true reality. Well, the more we can align ourselves with truth, and this is what all of the great philosophers were looking for, the more we can align ourselves with truth, the happier we will be, because we are aligning with the biological truth of the world, the natural truth of the world, the natural truth of the universe. And when people take the natural truth of the universe and obscure it, or warp it, or change it in their communications of the natural truth of the universe, that's where we run into trouble, because our realities imbibe this altered view of the truth. And we start believing in our own reality that this is the true reality, that this is truth. When in actuality, it's not the truth. It is that person's interpretation of the truth. Now, some people say there is no such thing as truth, that the only thing there's out there is interpretation, right? That's sort of true because we all have our own reality and we experience it, our own reality. But sometimes the natural world, the actual truth, intersects with that reality, and we are given a lesson in truth. And we need to listen to that lesson in truth, because the lesson in truth is the lesson in true reality. And the closer we can move our lives to understanding true reality, the better.